What if the reason small talk feels so painful isn't because you're awkward or antisocial? What if your brain is literally wired to reject it? Science actually backs this up. And once you understand why, every uncomfortable conversation will finally make sense. We've all been there. Someone asks, "So, how's the weather been?" And something inside you just dies a little. You answer, you smile, but it feels completely hollow, like you're going through motions that mean absolutely nothing. And the weird part is, you can talk for hours about things you actually care about. So it's not that you can't talk, it's that small talk feels like a waste of something. Today, we're breaking down exactly why your brain reacts this way and what it actually says about how you're wired. Let's start at the very beginning. What's actually happening when small talk hits different in the worst way? Your brain has a reward system, and it's constantly evaluating every experience for one thing. Is this worth my energy? When you have a deep conversation, something that challenges you, connects you, means something, your brain releases dopamine. You feel engaged, alive, present. But small talk? It doesn't trigger that same reward. Your brain scans the interaction, finds no real depth, and basically flags it as low value. So you feel bored, drained, and kind of fake all at the same time. That's not you being difficult. That's your brain being honest. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Research in neuroscience shows that meaningful conversation actually activates more areas of the brain. We're talking about regions tied to memory, emotion, creativity, and problem solving. Small talk, by comparison, keeps things shallow, and your brain knows the difference immediately, within seconds, which is why that dread kicks in before the conversation even really starts. But here's what most people don't know. Psychology researchers have found that people who hate small talk the most tend to score higher in a trait called openness to experience. These are curious, creative, deep-thinking people, and their brains are constantly hungry for stimulation. Small talk just doesn't feed that hunger. It's like offering a five-course meal person a single cracker. They're not being snobby. They're just genuinely unsatisfied. Have you ever noticed that small talk with strangers feels way harder than small talk with close friends? There's a real psychological reason for that. With people you trust, even surface-level conversation carries warmth underneath it. There's a shared history, a connection. The words don't have to be deep because the relationship already is. But with strangers or acquaintances, there's no foundation. So small talk feels like you're building a house out of air. It's all structure, no substance. And that feeling of emptiness is your brain accurately reading the situation. Now, this is where it gets practical. Studies suggest that even people who hate small talk can rewire how they experience it by shifting their mindset about what it's actually for. Small talk isn't the conversation. It's the bridge to the real conversation. It's the social handshake that signals, "Hey, I'm safe. You're safe. We can go deeper now." Once your brain understands that small talk is a tool, not the destination, it stops feeling so pointless. Think about it. Every meaningful relationship you have started somewhere shallow. A comment about the food, a joke about the weather, something small, and then it grew. Small talk was the door. You just didn't see it that way yet. And here's one more thing research shows. People who push past small talk and ask slightly more personal questions early are rated as more likable and more interesting. So your instinct to go deeper, it's actually socially smart. You just need to time it right. Your brain doesn't hate people. It doesn't hate connection. It hates feeling like it's spinning its wheels for nothing. Small talk triggers that feeling because it looks like connection, but doesn't deliver it. That frustration is actually a sign of depth. Your brain wants more, and that's never something to be ashamed of. The goal isn't to love small talk. It's to see it for what it is, a starting point, not a dead end. Here's what I want to know. What's the one type of small talk that drives you absolutely crazy? Whether work, weekend plans, drop it in the comments. I want to see what everyone says. If this finally explains something you felt for years, like this video, it means a lot and it helps reach more people like you. Next time, we're diving into why your brain goes completely blank when someone asks you about yourself. It's called on-the-spot anxiety, and it's way more fascinating than you'd expect. Subscribe so you catch that one.